Hey guys, me and Sierra here.
Hi.
We are going to film some setups for you. Sierra's gonna do one. If you wanna see hers, definitely go check out her channel. I will link her channel below so you guys can go check out that video. But you guys have been asking me for craft fair setups for quite a while, so here we are, we're going to do it. And then if you are in our Craft Fairs 101 course, you will get extra content. We're gonna do a couple more setups, so those will not be here on YouTube. If you guys, yeah.
And those will be a little more detailed, so if you want a breakdown of everything that we're doing, you definitely want to check out our Craft Show 101 course, because it's going to have all the materials that we're using. We're going to do detailed shots. We're going to go over everything. This is just going to be like an overview to give you some inspiration for your next craft show.
Yep, so also if you guys want the course, I will link that below. We'll give you guys a 10% off coupon code for that. And then I can also link the video that we have of our little intro, but we go over everything from finding craft shows in your area, making sure that they're going to be profitable craft shows and not craft shows that you go to and you have no sales or no traffic at. What else do we go over?
We have a lot of printables in there, a lot of templates for you to use so that you can stay organized and make sure that you're on top of everything. And we go over planning, how to pick your colors, what to charge for your things. So everything that you need to know about to have a successful craft show, we have in this course for you.
So if any of that sounds like stuff you need, whether you've done one craft show or 20, if you're not making any money or you feel like your booth looks like not superior, this is definitely the course you're going to want to check out. So we'll link that below, and we're going to get started. Okay, you guys, so I am doing a one table setup right here real quick. These are the props that I have to do. Sierra also used these same props on the same table to do her setup, so make sure you go to her channel and check hers out. We have 2 crates, we have 3 yarn heads, 1 tiered stand, and then this is actually a mug holder. So these are all props that we figured that right down here, that you guys could just easily access. They sell these crates at Menards, Hobby Lobby, Michaels, Joann Fabrics, maybe even Walmart I think has these crates. So those are super easy for you guys to get. $10 usually is about what you can get a crate for. And then I got this at Walmart for 15 bucks. They sell all kinds of them, wooden ones, whatever. I like this one because it has a marble base, so it has a really sturdy base so it doesn't tip over very easily. This tiered tray, you guys have probably seen it multiple times on multiples of my setups. I got it at like TJ Maxx. They have all kinds of these. And then we have yarn heads. These are literally made with a wooden base, a dowel, styrofoam ball with yarn around it. There's a tutorial on Pinterest. We'll try and link that below for you guys as well. I just made 3 different sizes. These are all things that you guys can get very affordably. And then also you can fit all of this in your car with a box or 2 of items to put on your table. So this is a one table setup. For all of you who've been asking me, how do I set up one table if I don't have a big 10 by 10 space? This is how. Okay guys, so this is the base that I think I'm going to start with. I have my 3 little yarn heads over here. Okay, I have my 3 little yarn heads over here. I did 2 crates in the middle, and then I have my mug stand up there and my tiered tray over there. This could change. I like to add a lot of height and dimension to my setups, so I will start kind of rearranging stuff and I will show you guys what it looks like in a minute.
Outside my window, is everything pale and cold? Can't seem to pick up my phone. It's been ringing all day long. Behind these clouds, I know the sun will be, but today's raining, so be patient with me. I'll be right. Somehow I must be somewhere the sky is blue. I'm too tired to sleep, too tired to do anything else than doing nothing.
Okay, you guys, this is my table layout. So again, I did the pinks and colorful stuff on one end, and then these are more like fall colors, mustards, burnt orange, browns, whatever. So what I did is I used my neutrals as a separator between the two. So this is how you would do it if you have not narrowed down your color palette yet and you have colors all across the board. You still want to organize things as much by color as you possibly can. So everything that's like a bright summer, spring color, my scrunchies, and even here, like you notice I did light blue on top. I tried to do dark blue, medium blue in the middle, and the bottom I did all of my pinks, pink, creams, burnt orange, mustards. If I started mixing all of these across here, that would look really, really messy. So that's exactly what we're trying not to do. We want our booths to look as cohesive as possible. I really should fix this, but you know, no time or energy to do that now. But I only had one of these colored hats. I really like this color. I think it's a really pretty color. So instead of trying to like mix it in on my table, what I did is kind of separate it by putting it up on the stand. Here I did that because I had a matching scarf. So I used that as a opportunity to show people how the scarves can be worn. I also hung another scarf here on the end. You don't always have to have like a holder that's meant to do, you know, hold scarves or something like that. Like just using the corner of a crate or a shelf or something like that is really great. You can even use like the tops of a tiered stand or something like that to, like, you know, plop a hat onto like that, and then do a scarf hanging down the front. Like there are so many ways that you can show kind of how things are being worn without them being worn on a person or a mannequin. This hat right here I thought would look really good because it's the same yarn. I didn't have another hat holder, so I honestly stuffed it with extra poms. You could put plastic bags in one, you could put balls of yarn, you could do extra fabric, pillowcase, your sweatshirt, whatever it is, to kind of stuff things, to kind of give them a little bit of body and then to help them like stand up for your stuff. And then over here I used, my signs both had pink letters on them, so I kept them by the pink. And then I have this little sign right here. Everything that's over here is beanies and scarves, right? So that makes it super simple. I have one sign that says exactly how much they cost right by all of those items. Over here I have another thing that says beanies and scarves. This sign has never been updated in like 2 years, so it says what it says. But ideally you'd put something like scrunchies, wristlets, and beanies, right? Because that's what's over here, so that's what we would do. And then mirrors, you guys, hi. Mirrors are always great. People sometimes want to try your stuff on. Honestly, some people just want to come in and check their own hair and make sure that they're not walking around looking goofy, check their lipstick. But when they do that, they come over, they're over here looking at themselves in the mirror, and then they look down, see all your stuff. That's really cute. I use this mug holder for my wristlet keychains, but in all honesty, you guys, a lot of times I use this for scrunchies. I think scrunchies look really cute. I'll just show you on the back side here. I think you can get 2 or 3 per thing. And so the scrunchies look really, really cute. I just knew that I had this tray. I should have got my pumpkins out and done that on the tray, but whatever. So I knew I had this tray and I wanted to be able to utilize both, so I thought that was the best use. There, you could also just lay these flat if you didn't have anything to hang them on. But like I said, you can get one of these for like $12 to $15 at Walmart or any other store. Just a regular mug holder. They're really cute. Target has a ton of really pretty ones. But yeah, that's basically my whole layout in a nutshell. And I hope you guys found it helpful. Okay guys, I hope you really liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Do not forget to go check out Sierra's video of her table setup on her channel. I will link that below, so you guys can kind of see how we have 2 different styles. I feel like Sierra, I'm like more of a summer, like I want light, bright, whatever. Sierra's like Pottery Barn. She's like deep, rich, and like beautiful. So if that's kind of your vibe, definitely go check out her thing. I mean, even if it's not your vibe, go check it out. She's got good ideas. And then also, if you're in our craft fair course, you're gonna get to see how we displayed these shelves. I might pop up a little sneak peek for you guys, we'll see. And me and Sierra both designed the shelves differently. We use different products, we use different stands, we use some of the same stuff, but our table setups, we use all of the same exact props. So like I said, all of these props you guys can get at like your local stores. It's very easy to DIY or pick these up. We have nothing that's like unique or hard to get or not out there anywhere. But if I was doing a one table setup, this is how I would do mine. I will catch you guys on the next video, and I'll talk to you later.